It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where Mexico City will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Condors and the Diablos, next on EA Sports.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Sacramento Condors and the Mexico City Diablos. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power rankings, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second and 9 now. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Condors will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Hurts.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
On the draw, Gainwell.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A pickup of 2.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Diablos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Holding offense.
Well, all right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
1 yard gain brings up second and
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Mexico City first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, they're going option left. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
Pierce will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll start with the option. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Now back to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hurts throw here taken in by Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Kenneth Gainwell, 31 yards. And the Diablos have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now a give here to Pollard, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll try to run the option here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stops right there.
They'll look to throw again.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
There he goes, left side. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. A.J. Brown, a touchdown reception. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for our home team, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Complete to number 9. That's a gain of 3.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by O'Shane Zimenez. No gain on the play. Brings up
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hurts. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run the option left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he lost the football. It's going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd and 3. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Desmond Ridder with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Condors are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts. And this pass caught by Gray. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Number 20, Powers, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, what a move. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Probably smart enough to avoid the taunting word. Guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
From the
6.
44. Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Desmond Ridder with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Condors are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Oh, able to avoid him. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Hurts fumbles it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a gain of 6.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Going for it with Pierce. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run behind center with Gainwell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Another carry for Pierce. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Hurts down to 1 knee, and that should just about do it. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W. So for the home team here, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.